What's up, guys? This is Sammy Geek back here with another video. Yesterday, I wanted to add on to yesterday's video. This is kind of a PSA addition to yesterday's video. If you missed that one, what I did is I compared the Fitbit Sense to the Versa 2 to the Versa 3. So we did kind of a three-way comparison between the watch. A little bit non-conventional, non-traditional type of review. I kind of jumped around a little bit, but I wanted to, for the folks that are shopping for the Sense or the Versa 3, I wanted to make sure you had sort of a end user's opinion on all the different features and the different size comparisons and so forth. So yesterday, a couple comments were posted on that video saying, look, there is a deal breaker, sort of a PSA, public service announcement, deal breaker on the Sense and the Versa 3. So I'm going to jump right into that for the folks that are short on time today. The deal breaker is that you cannot store your own music on the Sense and Versa 3 versus the Versa 2, which you actually could. So you get all your playback features of Spotify. You still had your Deezer. You still had your Pandora on the Versa 2, but you could also store your own music. Here you cannot with the Sense and the Versa 3. So for those that want to stick around for a little bit, I'm going to go off and talk about this for a minute. Number one, Fitbit, what are you doing? Why would you do this to your customers? Look, I know I don't have a ton of followers here, but I think if we get enough views, perhaps someone from Fitbit will take note to this. Perhaps they have a reason behind why they've done this. But I had the Versa 2 for a while, and look, I didn't store music on it, but mainly for one reason. That's because I found that Pandora actually has a $5 a month membership. So normally it's $10. You could pay $5 plus taxes, and that pretty much gives you everything you need in order to put songs onto the Sense and the Versa 3 and the Versa 2. The only kind of $10 million kicker to that is you can't really choose your own stations. So what happens with Pandora period on these watches at Fitbit, if you're not familiar with this, which is kind of a hidden feature that you might not realize. I don't know if I'd call it a feature, but a lack of feature. So with the Samsung watches, when you have Spotify, for example, now the app is a pain in the butt to operate, in my humble opinion. I think it's just not really smooth. So I really love how Fitbit integrates the Pandora, but Spotify on a Samsung watch, you get to choose whatever channels you want to listen to. So you can go through and you can download whatever. With Spotify, with the Pandora on Fitbit, you're limited to two choices. Either A, you go and you pre-selected stations. You can choose 3. So it's pre-selected stations that they've chosen for you. Granted, there's a great variety of stations, but you don't get to pick your own. I mean, you kind of do quasi. So you pick through their stations and you upload that. Option B is your top 3 most recently listened to stations. So whatever you listen to outside of the watch, like let's just say at work or in the gym or wherever when you have your phone on you, those will be your choices that you can put onto the watch. So kind of a catch-22, that's $5 a month. So for you guys that want to put your own music on here, and I think there's a really good case. So in my case where I have the Pandora membership and I'm uploading onto the Sense, which by the way, I am rocking the Sense if you guys didn't catch that already. I'm uploading my own music from Pandora, but what if I wanted to listen to a podcast? What if there's some sort of podcast that I wanted to put on there that's not something that's happening in Pandora? Now you're telling me, Fitbit, that I can't do it. You want me to pay $330 for a watch and I can't put a podcast on it to listen to if I'm out for a walk or out for a run? That is a deal breaker to a lot of people. Fortunately, Fitbit, to me, with the Sense and the Versa 3, they have enough going on that I mentioned a lot of this in my other videos, so I won't get into it. But they have enough going on to where I will use their watch, and I'm really loving this watch. So this is a great watch, but I don't know what it is. There's the capability to store music on the watch, whether you're using Pandora or whatever. It's storing music. So it somehow feels like they shut that feature off. I don't know, maybe they're getting royalties or some sort of funds from Deezer or Pandora. I can't figure that out exactly, but it feels like that's the case. So let me just think about this for 2 seconds. So Fitbit is already trying to sell us a premium membership for their app. I think that's like $10 a month. Now they're telling us you can't put your own music on, which literally ties your hands to having to purchase something from Pandora or Deezer. Deezer is $10 a month. That's $120 a year. $120 a year to have music on your watch. Fitbit, you're killing us here. So this is not good. They really need to update this, because now you can go out and get, of course, hey, maybe somebody wants GPS for their runs. Now you can't put your own music on it. Now you're bound to spending a minimum of $60 using Pandora to be able to put your music on. Fortunately, again, for my case, I like music a lot, so I actually have Spotify and Pandora, as I mentioned. So for me, it's not a total deal breaker, but for many of you guys, it is. So I wanted to get online. If you haven't seen my other video comparing the Sense to the Versa 2 to the Versa 3, check it out. I posted it yesterday. I do want to apologize in advance. It's a little bit dark because I used my Samsung Note 20 Ultra yesterday. And for whatever reason, it was messing with my lighting. I had my light set up and it was very dim for whatever reason. So back to using my Canon camera, of course. That's a whole nother video, so we'll get into that later. But if you guys have any questions for me, please do post, comment. Please give me a like. Hopefully I kind of catered to all different audiences for this video. If you're in a hurry, I got to the meat and potatoes right out of the gate within the first minute or two. And then for the rest of you guys that are really digging into these watches before you invest $200 or $300 into these things, hopefully many of you guys are still with me on this one. So again, any comments, please post. As you guys know, I try to respond to every question. And thanks again for watching this, guys. I will be back with some more videos, hopefully on the Sense and the Versa 2 and the Versa 3. Peace out, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.